Hey guys, this is Vinay and you're watching my show Let's Talk. Like always, putting up inspiring stories in front of you. I'm privileged and honored to be sitting next to this guest tonight. He held the national award when he was 10 years old, and since then, acting is in his DNA. He's one of the most celebrated actors in South India. A pleasure having Puneeth Rajkumar. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking time. We are sitting in your house and having the shoot, and it feels really good. And thank you.
Thank you again.
Just want to take back you to the memory lane when you just started acting when you didn't even know what acting was. It was like very young age. Did it just happen to you because people asked you to get into acting, or what was going on in young Puneeth's mind?
Actually, to start off with, the first time I faced the camera, obviously I don't remember at all because I was hardly 6 months or 7 months, I believe. So my mom says. So that was something which I really didn't know. Then when it comes back to my memories, as in when I was about 5 or 6 years old, I used to do my schooling in Chennai because the entire South Indian industry was in Chennai. So way back then, for me it was a good way of skipping the school and going for shoots. So I guess that was one of the main points. And frankly speaking, that's an age which you don't realize what you're doing. And acting was something which I never took it seriously because for me it is just another place to go and hang out.
Yeah.
And to be out of schools. Another time to spend time with my parents because they were so busy. My mom used to handle productions and my father would always be on the sets.
Yeah.
So it was the right time to be with them all the time, and that's how
it started off.
Yeah.
When did you first time realize that, oh my God, I'm actually acting and I like what I'm doing? Did it happen when you were launched as a hero, or the 10-year-old boy who held the national award in his hand? When you went up on the stage, what did you feel?
Okay, the thing is, when I won the national award, for me it was more. For me it was like the excitement was going to Delhi. Okay, staying in a 5-star hotel. And
receiving the award.
Not receiving the award because I really didn't know what the award meant.
Yeah.
I was 10. Sorry, I was 11. It was in '86.
Yeah.
So for me, the excitement was more on that. But when we used to attend children film festivals by then, there was another child actor. I think the entire India knows about him. His name is Master Manjunath, who was in Malgudi days.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So he used to be a popular child artist, and he used to act in a lot of films. He's acted in a couple of films in our own home production. And when I used to see him, get his own bags, come back, put makeup on, please give me the dialogues. Okay, I'm getting ready for my shot. I used to wonder, God, this guy is an actor, and look at him, he's really getting prepared.
Yeah.
So that's how I realized what important an actor was, and he's seriously taken acting as his profession.
Yeah.
Because for me it was not that sort, because the entire film scenario of our production being held, it was somebody whom I've grown up watching them all together.
Yeah, you were on the sets.
Yeah, I was on the sets. Yeah, and most of the films I did as a child actor was all our own production.
True.
So I knew most of them over there.
Yeah. But acting somehow is in your DNA. You come from a family of actors. I mean, your father was a legend of Kannada industry, and he is truly. So for you, did you ever feel after you got out of this child artist this thing, and when you started growing up, you did your hands in business, you did a couple of other things before you actually were launched into movies?
Yes.
I read somewhere, I don't know whether if it's true, that you actually wanted to prove your mettle, telling that it's not I want to be self-made, and whatever it is, I want to prove that I'm capable of it. It's just not because of the name that I have along with me. So what was going on in that teen Puneeth's mind?
See, I think the last movie as a child artist I did was when I was 10 or 11.
Correct.
And after that I just gave up. I started concentrating more towards my education, which I did it in Bangalore.
Yeah.
Through private tuitions, going and giving exams in the schools during your each grade you finish. So by then what happened, I'd lost interest in films. I really didn't want to be an actor. I just had my growing years, like I started doing a computer course, which was the happening thing at that point in time. And then after that I started doing granite business. But I never wanted to get into films at all.
Never?
Yeah, never. So I remember when my mom bought me my first car when I was about 16-year-old. And I remember one of the guys on the road commenting in Kannada, in our language, said, "Noda appandu denguda istade." And that means look at him, how he's having fun with his dad's money and dad's fame.
That
I said,
hit you?
shit. I said, I couldn't take it. I said, yeah, I know. I mean, my dad has done something which is so big for this, in this state, everybody respects him like an elder brother, and
He's a father figure.
He's a father figure. He's every household name.
True.
And I respect that for that. And so this is the thing. I said, God, we actually have this name to carry forward. And look at this guy commenting. So don't I get my own life?
Yeah.
I said, no. So I always had a point of time that I should prove in a way that I should start
As a young
earning.
blood.
I should start earning. Not only through acting, but I was really not for films at all.
Not at all. Was there pressure from your brothers or your parents?
Nothing like that.
Not
Nothing
at
like
all?
that. Of course, my mom and dad. My dad and mom. They always wanted me to get into films. But again, the choice was ours. Yeah. There was nothing like show this way, that way, do this, that. No.
Complete creative freedom.
Yeah, creative freedom. They just gave up and they said, do whatever you want. So I tried my hands on granite, didn't succeed. I didn't lose anything,
Sure.
but so I didn't succeed at all. And then I started handling our home production itself.
The back of the camera.
Yeah,
stuff.
behind the camera. So I started handling productions. I started handling distributions of our own banner. It's called Vajreshwari Company. We have done about 87 films.
Wow.
And so far, of course, these were all built by my parents. My mother built this company.
Sure.
So I had something to back on and get into creative field. And I really enjoyed doing productions. Got to learn a lot of things. I knew how, to start a film with a budget.
Must be very interesting then.
Very interesting job. So I used to enjoy my work, and I used to wonder, go with my friends and sit on the sets, during shoots and all that. I used to wonder, why should they suffer, man? Dancing,
Too much.
standing on the sun, some guy looking at you, some women looking at you. Why all this?
Yeah.
Just relax. This is better. Handling productions, and I was quite fat.
Were you? Were you
Yeah,
on
I
a healthier
enjoyed my
side?
size too. Ate a lot of food, moved around, and behaved like a proper producer, which was really nice. But after that, I tried all these things and really didn't succeed the way I wanted it to.
Then
2000
when
dragged me to films.
Appu happened.
Yeah, Appu happened in 2001.
Okay.
So by then I thought, okay, fine, I've tried everywhere and I've really not succeeded the way I want to succeed. Let's try films.
In your mind, you wanted to just give it a shot.
Just give it a shot. And what if the film doesn't run?
Yeah.
How much of money will I be able to make? Even if it flops, will somebody else sign me?
That was going on in your head.
Yes. And even if they sign me, what would I get?
Yeah.
Okay, maximum, even if I do 3 or 4 films, what is the kind of money I'm going to earn?
True.
But money was the main criteria. I want to make it big. I want to make it big. That's it. So okay, it doesn't happen, no problem.
But who convinced you to take up Appu?
No, basically it was my elder brother who was doing a film with Puri Jagannath then called Yuvaratna. And Mr. Puri spoke to Shivana and told him, I have a track if your brother is interested. And by then, I had given a thing that, I said, let's go ahead with the film.
Yeah.
We tried our hands with a couple of directors and writers and nothing nothing came across interesting. And it was Puri Jagannath who told this to my brother, and I have a friend of mine called Kumar, so who's most of the time with me. So he also came in with this plan and he told me, boss, why don't you listen?
Yeah.
I said, okay, Kumar, let's take a try. And he went up to my brother and told him, and that's my second elder brother. So all of us sat, heard the subject. We really liked it. So we took it up to my dad and my uncle. So they all liked the film and it just happened.
But on the day that Appu released on that Friday, in your head, if at all it was successful, what was your contingency? If it was a failure, what you had thought about?
If it's failure, I thought, okay, because of Rajkumar's son, probably I'll get another 2-3 films outside, make little money and keep quiet.
Okay.
If it succeeds well, let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. But did you, in your first movie, because you've taken acting after probably 12, 13 years post your this thing. So did you enjoy the process of acting for Appu?
I really enjoyed, and probably that's because of the kind of team I worked with.
Crew and team that you worked with. Okay.
Especially Puri Jagannath. He was extremely good and enjoyed my job, and he made me feel at ease. And in fact, in that film, for all of us, it was our first film.
Yeah.
The guys who acted as my friends, they were doing their first film. My co-star, for her also, it was the first film. So it was like, all of us trying to learn and blend with the film.
But for the first movie, I should say, I still remember me seeing that movie in the theatres. maybe because you were an artist when you were young,
Yeah.
but still the kind of acting that you put up in your first film is commendable.
Mm.
So it was very evident that you would carve your way into getting more movies and stuff. But in your thought, like after it became a super blockbuster movie, so what went on to sign up your next and the next and the next movie?
Yeah, see, the first 3 consecutive films, for the first 2 consecutive films were done under our home production.
Sure.
So we were like, at that point of time, what came into my mind was, let's concentrate on the next film.
Sure.
And see how well we take it up to. What the first one is, it's just a fluke.
Yeah,
You know? True. So I said, no, why not? Why not we? Well, first, let's try to put in all our effort and see what we can do with our next film. And by God's grace and with good directors again, good team for us, the second film turned out to be
even bigger
bigger hit than the first one.
Yeah.
So that was really fantastic.
What do you usually look for in terms of script? Of course, is an important thing. But what are the key things that you look before signing and giving your X number of days to the team?
For me, it's basically the subject when they explain the story to you or whatever. Whether will I be able to get into that particular character? Can I visualize that particular character inside me? And definitely the team. I always look forward to work with good technicians.
Because you're technically very sound. You understand.
Yeah, I want our films to be technically well equipped.
Yeah.
Which looks good. And actually Bangalore is such a cosmopolitan city. They're extremely choosy about their films because you have English coming in, you have Hindi coming in, you
All
have Tamil
languages.
coming in, you have Malayalam coming in, you have Telugu coming in big time. So you have films from all over India. And so
Fighting
people have the
against
choice here.
Yeah.
So with all these films, you have to be noticed.
True.
Being noticed, then you need to give a big hit. So possibly you need to give it the best.
In terms of choosing a commercial movie which has a lot of aspects to it versus what the so-called critics have claimed as parallel movie. More and more commercial movies are made in regional languages
Yes.
when compared to a lot of parallel ones.
Yes.
But again, for me as an audience, good script or a good story is most important.
Yeah.
But how do you perceive two different kinds of movies?
Well, that's a good question. But see, what happens in that is, once again, as an actor and as a person as me who loves cinema, I prefer a film which is once again a good film only. I don't know whether it's a so-called parallel cinema
Correct.
or it's a commercial film. For me, a good film matters more.
Correct.
But I try my level best to choose a lot of so-called parallel cinemas.
And a blend of both, right?
Yeah, and kind of a blend of both. But once again, it's what the people need, and I try to give what they want.
True. And you've already got a persona that
Yeah,
people expect something.
I think these kind of films are there in every industry.
Sure.
It's not with regional, or it's not with Hindi,
Sure.
or it's not with English. Everybody have both kinds of cinemas. Yeah. So that's how it goes on, and in that way, I think Tamil Nadu industry
Yeah.
is extremely good because they have both kind of cinemas.
And they concentrate more
And
on the
both kind of
stories.
cinemas get equal amount of success,
Sure.
which is
True.
extremely good.
Absolutely.
And something like that is happening in Kannada too, because a movie called Rangita Ranga did extremely well, which is absolutely away from your commercial films or
yeah.
your parallel cinema.
Sure.
So it's a bridge cinema between all these.
Sure. Would you choose a script like Rangita Ranga?
I wouldn't mind.
Right.
See, in fact, I keep telling a lot of my friends and a lot of directors who come for being debut as a director, they say, "Sir, give us your dates. We'll show you what we can do. We'll show what we can do." So I tell them, see, today the technology is extremely easy.
I read this. You told them to put something up and
no,
show
you just put something up.
Yeah.
Just take a laptop home.
Yeah.
Just carry one of those still cameras. Make a film out of it.
It's easy.
Yeah. Make a short film out of it for 15-20 minutes, and you see the film and you know whether he's capable of doing and whether you're satisfied.
Correct.
It's not that you're the best judge or whatever, but still.
Because you give your name goes in along with the movie.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You would always want to be seen in the best.
Sure.
So do a short film and come about the same script what you're planning. So if your capabilities look nice, why not?
And that's a good thing for them as well.
Yeah.
As their capabilities will be best tested. Was there, being son of Mr. Rajkumar, Dr. Rajkumar, first movie you got in, people say it's easy because of your father's name you got into the industry. But then, did you have that added pressure, telling that, a lot of people don't get a chance into it. I've come in. I have to at least prove my mettle after it became successful. You know, 2-3 movies got successful. Now you are considered as a very serious actor, and you've taken this profession very seriously.
Yeah.
Was there an added pressure?
No, actually, of course, there used to be a lot of pressure. People coming and talking to you
Yeah.
about the history behind our family. You know, the kind of movies what my dad would give. Of course, the entire Karnataka, including me, I've grown up watching his films. So
And
there was
absolutely
a lot of
nobody can
pressure.
fill in his gap.
Yeah. So there was definitely a lot of pressure, but I never took any of these things.
It didn't go into your
seriously
head
my
at all.
I
That's
said,
very
"No,
good.
You need to concentrate what you're doing and give it best with whatever your capabilities are. That's it."
And you've spoken through your work because you're probably one of the very few actors who has done X number of movies, and most of the movies are successful. And that speaks
Yeah,
your
I know, but it's definitely not because of me. I think it's the entire team.
entire team.
You know,
yeah.
I give a lot of credits to my technicians, and you know, the best thing about an actor is whether you're a main lead in the film, or whether you play the bad guy in the film, or whether you play father or son or whatever, till your end film, till your last film, you would always listen to somebody.
True.
So you listen to your director. So this is one particular thing which is fantastic being in cinema. So you're
Yeah.
learning every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. And to all the people seeing this, I want to ask you one tip of advice is, you've seen success, you've seen failures.
Yeah.
And they say handling failures is much more difficult, and handling success is even more difficult.
Touch wood, by God's grace, I haven't still seen that kind of failure. So I don't know. But
During your struggling days, what I meant to say is when you were doing a granite business.
yeah.
You know, that time,
Ah,
what
yeah,
kept
that-
you pushing yourself up and say, you know what, I will make it one day?
you know, the normal proverbs, normal things which goes on in life. Everybody's gone through this. I've read books
Yeah,
to keep myself motivated. Doesn't matter. There's still time.
yeah.
You can. And thanks to my friends.
They've kept you
They've
motivated.
really kept me motivated, kept me grounded. And there's always thing. Life doesn't end here, man. You have so many things to move ahead with.
Absolutely, yeah.
So work towards, not success, work towards happiness.
Wanted to get your views on Kannada industry. You've worked immensely in the industry. You've seen that from your father's days until now. And I want to bring this point that people like Anil Kapoor, Akshay Kumar at once had done movies in Kannada before they were big names in Bollywood and stuff. So the industry was extremely popular at one point in time, and then it saw its up and down, and now it's again back into doing very, very good movies. So what is your take on the industry overall?
See, actually, our industry is extremely small. See, Karnataka, as a state, it's much smaller than Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh. And of course, we have Kerala again, which they are into kind of making one sort of parallel cinema.
Yeah.
And they have some amazing actors, and so they have their own up and down again. So when it comes to our industry, our industry as in is quite small.
Sure.
And Bangalore being such a cosmopolitan city, we have always had people from all over India.
Yeah.
You know, there's a huge base of people from north, people from Tamil Nadu, people from Andhra Pradesh, or from Kerala. So we have it's a mixed culture city. So our industry has always been small, and I wouldn't tell whether we went through a bad phase or a good phase, and this year has been good, that year has been good. The problem is every industry in a year gets a success of about 10% only.
Okay. True.
You know.
Yeah.
So in that way, couple of years we have had pretty bad experiences, which we went up to 7%, 6%, things like that.
It's a moving number.
It's a moving number, yeah. But if not, I think the industry has been sailing up and down.
Sure.
And once again, from about 4-5 years, they've started accepting creative scripts.
True.
So when somebody comes and asks me, I think it's the time for new generation. There's nothing like that. You give a good cinema,
Anybody would see that.
anybody would see that. So you don't need generations for that. You just need good cinema.
What about Kannada movies abroad? Like, for example, when we speak about a Tamil or a Telugu, they take a lot of effort in putting their movies abroad with subtitles and
Yes,
stuff like
yes.
that. I know it's changing now.
Yeah.
Kannada movies are
Yeah,
going abroad
yeah,
and getting
yeah,
screened,
yeah.
but it's taken quite a bit time.
Yes. See, I think we used to have more Kannadigas only in and around Dubai.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, back then. And of course, a little bit towards America. but scattered around. It's a huge
No
country.
concentration.
Yeah, no concentration. But once again, comparatively to Telugu and Tamil, they are much smaller in quantity. So right now, thanks to social media,
Yeah.
and it feels nice. So when you're actually in a different city, you're recognized. People come up to you and say, okay, we watched your songs and we have watched your movie on line and we like your movies. And so thanks
There
to
is that
social
much
media,
reach.
yeah, it's reached better. So right now, if you have a Kannada film released in US, it's not only a Kannadiga watching the film. Definitely you have a person who's from Hyderabad or could be from Chennai,
Yeah.
who's worked in Bangalore would be watching the film.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty nice right now. So it's slowly picking up. At that point of time, definitely it's because of the quantity of people.
Quantity of people. But then, people now, big critics in India, talking about the entire India, say that they go to French film festivals or Japanese films.
Yes.
Even though we don't understand the language,
Yes.
with subtitles,
Yes.
we see good content.
Yes, of course.
So
yes.
likewise, our regional languages
Yes.
has a lot of opportunities because
Yes.
we do some very, very good movies.
Yes.
So that is something that probably should get better and better. Right?
Definitely yes. Definitely yes. I think the effort should be taken by the entire production team. I think which is kind of happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all matter of time.
Sure.
And festivals are being opened up right now. There are a lot of experimental films made. There are a couple of films made. Especially, I think this experiments happen more in Tamil again.
Tamil. Yeah.
Kaka Mutai, a movie called Kaka Mutai, and another one, Mr. Baladi Shaktivel directed this film, 17/11 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good film again, which they went and they screened all over.
Which is good.
Which
Good
is
for
good,
Indian
yeah,
movies to be.
That's happening right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we see more and more
Yeah,
Kannada.
of course, we have got some amazing, parallel cinema makers in Kannada who's accepted widely towards our national film industry.
Yeah.
Girish Kasarvalli. So he's one person who's done a lot of parallel cinemas for our Kannada film industry.
And talking about Bangalore, there are, as you said, the statistics is right or wrong, I'm not sure, but less than 50%, or rather more than 50% of people are from outside. There are different language speaking people staying here.
Yeah.
Would it help if we release our movies with subtitles?
It would. And I think there are a couple of films releasing with subtitles in multiplexes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will definitely have that much more reach.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
And in terms of the marketing aspect of the movies, we see a Bollywood movie where very, very strict marketing plan has been carved out. There's a huge budget kept for the marketing.
Yes.
For them, the first weekend, what it makes is all that they would probably have.
Yeah.
So in the regional language movies, how much importance is given to marketing, and has it changed over the period of years?
Of course, yes. Right now, it's changed immensely. So the entire industry believes in collecting the film in first 2-3 weeks. That's once again because of media, social media. Once again because of your technology like internet and piracy. Yeah. So in fact, it's all over the same issue right now. Yeah, it's about what you make in your first 2 weeks. That's it.
Also want to get your views on cross-pollination of actors. Like when you talk about regional actors, be it Kannada, Tamil, there is very little cross-pollination happening in languages compared to actresses. Yeah. Actresses very easily move between industries and stuff. What is your take on that?
No, I think it's really nice because as I told you, actors as in acting doesn't have any language.
Correct.
Right? So it's pretty nice right now because we have got Sudeep who's doing a lot of films across states. So either could be in Tamil or could be in
Hindi as well.
Hindi,
Telugu.
The dubbed version of and Hindi also, So which is pretty good. And you've got a lot of character artists that way. There's an actor called Avinash.
Yeah, he's
who does a lot of films in Tamil.
Yeah.
So it's happening right now. In fact, most probably even I would be doing a film which is bilingual with about 3 languages.
Wow.
Which is absolutely fine. So
and you're completely okay to experiment in other languages.
Yes. See, as I told you, I would prefer going there and playing a character. In fact, when I did my movie with Mohanlal, so I told Mohanlal sir that please call me to be a part of any Malayalam film. And I'm not looking at a character as a lead character or
you just want to be a part of a good movie.
I just want to come, show my face with you, and probably speak few Malayalam lines or something like that and go back. So I would love to be a part of Malayalam film because I like the way they do their films.
True.
So in fact, I've told my interest to a lot of people, to Priyan sir, to Roshan Andrew. He's a good friend of mine. So
we're going to see more and more of you.
Hopefully, no problem at all. So any film field, so things like that.
Sure. And in Karnataka, you're one of the most celebrated actors. When we talk about Telugu, recently there was there was a launch where you were sharing screen space, or you were at the same seats as Mr. Rajnikant
Yes,
and
Arnold
Vikram
Schwarzenegger,
and Arnold
Yeah.
and all of them. How was the feeling?
I was starstruck.
You were?
I was starstruck, yeah. That's because I couldn't believe myself that I was sitting next to Arnold. Wow.
How was he? Tell us more about your interaction with him.
Fantastic. So he kept asking me a lot of questions because he didn't know what was happening over
Sure.
there. So he just kept asking, what's this, what's that? And I was like, totally fine, man. I'm
Wow.
sitting next to Commando. I'm sitting right next to the Terminator. Awesome feeling.
But that's very good when people come over and understand.
Fantastic.
And how was Mr. Rajnikant and Vikram?
No, Rajni sir is like a family again.
Sure.
So very close to our family, and I mean, he's the person. So we all guys, I mean, as in this particular generation actors, we have to look up to those people because Rajni sir is 60 plus, and he still commands that kind of a market.
That's true.
I don't know where would we all be at that age.
Yeah.
But if he still can command and work hard, so you can see the kind of discipline what goes into his daily life.
True.
And his simplicity for the kind of success what he's achieved. There were particular things which he speaks about. He's spending time with my dad, and he had recently given a speech in Bangalore by saying that my dad was the only autograph he has taken.
Wow.
So that's the kind of thing what we share with Mr. Rajnikant, and it's a great pleasure to know that man and sitting with him on the same stage. And in fact, on my first film, Appu,
Yeah.
so he
I
was the
remember.
main guest.
Yeah,
the
and
founder for the
he
function.
wished you good luck for
Yes,
the career,
yes,
and I'm sure you have his blessings.
Yeah,
and-
definitely, yes.
Puneeth, this season in
Huh.
Bangalore, we are spreading cancer awareness.
Yes.
It's very alarming. I've been repeating this, that if the stats are right, more than 30% of India is going to be diagnosed with cancer in coming years. And it is extremely alarming with the lifestyle and everything that's happening around. What would any experience of you seeing?
In
cancer
fact, my
patient.
mom had cancer,
Okay.
and she's out of it now. And see, first of all, as you were telling that, 39%,
30+%
30
is what.
plus percent. But only thing is, when you find these kind of significance in your body, be open, come to the doctors, get it checked. It is possible to cure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So first, it's important to be confident and take the first step of awareness, what has to be avoided.
Sure.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's the only thing what I can say. That's
So, and to all the people watching this, be it patients who are going through cancers or families along with them, just a message to them.
Yeah, what I would say is it is curable. Just be confident about your health, take care of your necessary steps, and God is there, rest will take care. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Very well said. In conversation with Puneeth Rajkumar, we'll be right back. In conversation with the power star, Puneeth Rajkumar. Last segment of the show, a quick one-liner answers from you for some quick questions. One advice from your dad that has stayed with you or completely changed your life. I'm sure he's given you a lot of gems. Tell us one.
Oh, there are so many too, but just trying to pick one of the best. Love your enemy.
like the Godfather says, right?
Yes. So it's like
What context is that?
No. He just says, it's like the way when it comes in Kannada, ದ್ರೋಹಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಬಯಸು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ.
Do good deed even if it's your enemy.
Yeah, that's all.
And I want to bring this one point which I missed talking earlier. Is, when your father was away for close to 6 months.
Yes, no, not 6 months, 105 days.
105 days.
About 3 months, yeah.
Almost 3 months. How difficult was it as a family for you, and were you feeling very helpless?
Of course, and this is something which we had never thought in our whole life that we would witness something like this. Right?
Yeah.
So it was totally a shock, which came as a shock to our family, and but along with that, we didn't really know how did it take for 105 days for us to get him back, and we went through hell for all those days. But every day kept us in a new challenge. We wouldn't know what would happen next, and that was something which was the most difficult days of our lives.
Yeah.
But the good thing is everything ended in the right way.
That's true.
And he came back hale and healthy.
Yeah, correct. One quality that you think you connect with your fans. What do they like the most about you?
I think my smile.
His smile?
Yeah.
You have a lovely one.
Thank you. And I mean it too. I mean, I don't smile because of fakeness. It's purely out of
smile from your heart, and that.
Yeah. And even now, when I see my fan, I know there would be some days where it could be difficult. Too many things to handle, too many people coming or whatever. So maybe everybody is not coming, for a shake-in, or everybody would not get a pic. And a lot of them would be disappointed. Even I would be feeling irritated. Why so much? What's happening? Just give me some time. But still, I'm thankful to every one of them who's brought me to this particular stage, is because of the people who buy tickets and watches.
Absolutely. One actor and actress from the industry whom you think have a great future.
Oh, it's a difficult one to choose. There are so many from our industry. I think one is Yash, and which he's doing it well. In fact, I told this about 4 years back. Yeah, he definitely has a great future ahead. And actress, I think I cannot pick because all of my friends. I love most of them. All the actor and actresses. I mean, I like all of them.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think Rachita Ram. Yeah.
Sure. One movie of yours that you feel brought the best actor out of you?
I think Prithvi.
Prithvi?
Yeah.
So you went through a complete creative process in that?
Nothing. Just went in, and I think it's basically the directors connect. I think it happened.
Are you more the director's actor?
I'm a director's actor, purely.
You surrender yourself.
Yeah.
One Indian movie that you saw in the recent times, any language, and wished you got a chance to enact the role?
Oh,
Many.
I mean, there's so many films like that. Yeah.
One favorite Indian director you wish to work in your career, out of a lot of directors?
Again, there are too many.
If someone
too many.
One that's there on top of your mind that I just want to work with him in my career.
I love to be a part of Anurag Kashyap's film.
You like his genre?
I like his films. I mean, on a personal note. If not, there are so many people. From every industry, there are directors whom I want to work with. I can take it from Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi, of course English, there are too many. but in general, when it comes to our own film field, I think there are so many.
You're hungry for good work.
Oh yeah, of course, yes. I would love to be a part of every director's film.
Sure.
Every good director's film, yeah.
One thing that you cannot live without?
Family.
Family. I thought you were going to say coffee.
No.
One word that describes the following icons, right? Mr. Rajnikant.
Simplicity.
Arnold.
Good health.
Mr. Kamal Hassan.
The perfectionist.
Vikram.
Fabulous human being.
Dhanush.
Good performer.
And Mr. Shankar.
Visionary.
A message that you want to send to both your brothers through the show. Mr. Rajkumar and Mr. Rajkumar.
A one-liner message.
Any message that you want to send across.
Yeah. No, I think I'm so proud to be brother of Rajkumar and Rajkumar. To start with, I'll start with my elder brother.
Sure.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, as a Rajkumar Abhimani, Rajkumar's fan, how Rajkumar is towards one side, for me, Rajkumar is the same towards the other side, because I think he's one hero till today in the entire Indian film industry, you could say, who's had the first consecutive 3 hits.
That's true.
Okay, as a Silver Jubilee. And when it comes to Kannada film field with Rajkumar's a life journey in this past 27 years, I think he's had the highest number of films plus the biggest successes our industry could find. A film which has run for years, if you come with Rajkumar, he's got about 5 of them.
True.
So when it comes to the highest collected number of films, he's got 2 of them.
So he's always there in the
Yeah, he's
matching
always
up
there
to-
in the market. Until today, he's busy with 13 odd films at the age of 54 years.
Commendable.
And he still rocks,
Yeah,
and he still dances the way he danced in his first film.
true.
And I'm so proud to say this on and off. When you see both of us, I think he looks much younger than me. So you don't need anything more than this for Shiv Rajkumar. I think he's extremely great.
Yeah,
Loved by the entire film industry,
true.
from an actor to a director to a technician. So which is a great achievement. And when it comes to my second elder brother, who's actually given one of the biggest hits what Kannada film field could see, a film called Nanjandi Kalyana, that when it comes to his acting career. But other than that, he's been a great pillar of strength to me, who's been with me throughout till today, for choosing the right scripts for me and helping me out with so many things and taking care of the company right now. And even after his illness, when it comes to his work and his creativity, he still handles the things the same way.
We wish
I
him
love both my
speedy
brothers
recovery.
and for their achievements and for their simplicity. And probably when you told me about being so grounded, I think you should meet Shiv Rajkumar next time. You will actually get the justification for that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan?
What could I
If he's
say?
seeing this, what message would you want to give him?
A message to Mr. Bachchan? You know, I'll tell you a moment from Mr. Bachchan what I had. Actually, I don't have the photographs right here, but I'm a huge fan
Yeah.
of Rajkumar, Amitabh Bachchan, Rajinikanth, Kamal Haasan, and Amir Khan. Okay, so big fan of theirs. And I've grown up watching all Amitabh's films. I used to dance like him, try sing like him, try talking like him when I was really young. And after that, I did a show called Kannada the Kotyadipati,
Sure, yeah.
which is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Kaun Banega Crorepati. So for one of the days, I was taken to Mumbai to watch his show and to get some tip or things from Mr. Amitabh Bachchan Saab, and I went there. Then after that, we met him before he started his show, and I took his blessings and all that. And later on, when he in between the show, he called me to the center stage, which was not recorded because that was a different channel and we were doing for a different channel. So I was introduced to the audience by saying that this boy has given 11 successful films together.
Wow.
And I've seen him since he was so small, and I've carried this kid. And today he's taking this show to do it in Kannada, and I'm sure it'll be a huge success. So
What a proud moment.
this is something
right?
which is so big, and a hero which I've always looked up to. I think he's the king of cinema.
One thing that gives Puneeth a kick.
Good workout.
Good workout.
Yeah.
One thing that you want to change about Bangalore.
Traffic.
How does 2016 look for you? Professionally, personally?
Personally, yeah, I'll definitely have all the good time I want to have. But in general, I'm extremely busy for the next year. I mean, I've got 3 ready-made scripts. What's going to go on one after the other? Yeah.
So lots of work coming up.
Yes, lots of work coming up.
Absolutely. Wish you all best.
Thank you so
It
much.
was a pleasure talking to you. Your
Pleasure
journey
is mine.
very
And,
inspirational.
Thank you so much.
A lot of young people seeing this, I hope they know what it takes to be a star, a achiever. What your thoughts on coming on the show?
Nice. It was really nice talking to you. I enjoyed talking because I think you were asking your questions instantly, so you're not prepared.
Yeah.
It's actually good. So that's how I guess I opened up somewhere and I would want to tell anything what I want. Yeah. Really
Pleasure.
nice. Pleasure is mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, a little goodie from our gifting partners PN Rao and DC Designs.
Thank you so
I hope
much.
you like it.
Thank you.
Before we go, one selfie because it's a selfie world.
If you really like what you've watched, subscribe to this channel and keep watching Let's Talk with Vinay. I'm Puneeth Rajkumar signing off. Bye. He had recently given a speech in Bangalore by saying that my dad was the only autograph he has taken.
Wow.
So that's the kind of thing what we share with Mr. Rajnikant. And it's a great pleasure.